What's going on, Battle Pirates? This is Price is Wrong from Battle Vortex. Getting ready to start doing my first day commissions. I know it's Sunday, really freaking late, and I've only got a couple days left. Still full in uranium, and my research isn't done yet, so I'm gonna have to make some compromises here. But anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and get started on it and work it out.
Welcome to Battle Vortex.
Alright, well, so I got a bit of time left on my research here. Currently, I've got 11 hours 33 minutes. If I wait 3 minutes, then I can save a coin, speed it up and do for 23. I think I'm going to go ahead and speed it up so that I can go ahead and start R10. And I've got some boats that are repairing. So currently, I went out. I call me crazy. I know I got like fans everywhere, and I got some crazy fans. And I was actually invited to hit a base today, and then I guess it was all about just beating up on Price is Wrong, really. So it was kind of a setup, and I went and prepped the guy's guard out, and I guess he didn't like that, so he bought the guard back, and I couldn't prep the guard out twice, and then my baser got ninja'd by their Phantom Nighthawk, so I ended up losing that. So, but what can you say, man? There's like just douchebags and crazy people everywhere. Hey, Mad Guns. How you doing? Extreme. Yes, I am going to be spinning a little bit here. Could wait 2 minutes. Let me just go ahead and... Yeah, I wish they would actually have like the... I wish they would have the... have it where you could just speed it up by... whatever the max is and then -1. You know what I mean? That way I can just go ahead and save my coins, but... Hey, Joel. How comes comms is flaring up? I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Don't know what you're talking about. Well, I'm all right, man. I'm hanging in there, Mad Guns. It's I don't know. I've been kind of putting this off really because, be honest, I really just didn't want to spend any coin. I could have done it 12 hours ago, and it would cost me 24 more gold than what it is right now. I mean, you know how it is. What's up with this screen? At 50 seconds. Or I can just do that. R9 is finished. Now, I actually had a thought. I thought that what I could do is actually go ahead and start a different one. Even though I was thinking about doing R10, I could go ahead and spend 30,000 right now. Of course, that'll only leave me 1,000 for the raid, but because if I do 30,000 now and I go ahead and get 25,000, then I can basically have 200,000 again tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So I think I might go ahead and do that. Let me go ahead and pull the trigger on this guy right here. And that way, at least when my Wendigo's done, maybe I'll have like... besides that, I really don't think that I had the... Oh, did I not just pull the trigger on that? I thought I did. But just to show everybody, I know I don't really have the resources either right here to start this one anyway. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the Wendigo for right now, and just go ahead and start, bud. What's up with this thing? It doesn't seem to want to start. Okay. Let me refresh real fast. Something weird is going on. Yeah, I don't know who AAP is, so I'm just going to do a quick refresh here. Well, he can't see my comms, and Joel, are you in this sector? Are you in the same sector as me? Yes, I am. I see I got 5 viewers, and I am. I'm dropping out of the 18,000 frames, 19,000 that I've generated. I've almost dropped 9,000 of them, so I am dropping a lot of frames right now. Yeah, and it's my internet, quite honestly. I mean, I got a ping going to my gateway, and I swear I'm dropping frames or packets like crazy. So I do apologize, but I need to get this. I need to get this done. So I don't know what's going on with this Wendigo research. It won't let me do it. Oh, cancel. It took it. It just took a minute. It must be all the lag that I got going on. Yeah, okay, so you're not in my sector, Joel, so I don't know. I guess you must be talking about your own comms. All right. Well, hopefully all of this doesn't screw my game up too bad. But we'll see. I'm going to go ahead and start trying to prep some of these things, and like I said, hopefully everything works out for me. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know who AAP is, Joel. They might be in my sector. I don't know who they are. I don't know AAP, so whatever they're doing, well, I shouldn't say I apologize, because obviously I've got nothing to do with it. Hey, Kilted Pirate. Yeah, and it's evening here. It's like 10, almost 10 p.m. Um, Extreme, preliminary info. I don't know. They may have posted something new that I'm not familiar with, but I did see them make some posts about the raid. Um, but I don't know if you've seen something else that I didn't. If it was just published today, then I haven't seen it. I guess you're referring to yeah. I'll have to look at it at some other time there, Extreme. I really under like a time, you know, issue trying to get my Forsaken missions done, so I need to kind of focus on that. Yeah, you know, we don't generally share information from the Blogspot on there, so I don't know if it's going to get approved. And I only say that because, you know, we just, a lot of the information they post is not necessarily. I mean, they got a good track record. Don't get me wrong, but you know, we have a relationship, a working relationship with KIXEYE, and quite honestly, we just don't. If it's not official information, we try not to propagate too much unofficial info. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Actually, let me just go ahead and start driving out. I was so close. Well, they do a lot of data mining. They actually go through, you know, after the Tuesday updates take place, what the Blogspot does is they actually data mine. They have tools for siphoning or pretty much just going through all of the code and looking for changes. And I don't know if they just do like a stare and compare, or if they've got probably tools that will compare for them the difference in the code. And so that's basically what they're looking for, is just differences in the code. And they look for links to they'll look for links to images, that kind of thing. And yeah, so it's just data mining. But I do think they have somebody on the inside too. So I think they have somebody at KIXEYE that leaks info to them. And quite honestly, better than what I got. And apparently, they didn't have to sign non-disclosure agreements like I did. So they've got some serious backdoor into KIXEYE. That's a lot better than what I got. Hey, Arpolok. Stat that has your Magnus thrower, radioactive type weapon, 80 range. 80 range is pretty respectable. I mean, that's like base hitting type weapon. Good range right there. Um, yeah, that's pretty good range. I mean, it's not like the regular nuke cruiser, right? The regular nuke cruiser has like 91 range, right, for the standard launchers. So it's short of that. Which just means that you'll be able to use nuke cruisers or UAVs to outrange them, unless they've got some kind of range buff on the hull. If there's a range buff on the Hellhound, you know, that might be something worth knowing too. Oh, and it hits walls, you say? So it's got to shoot through the walls? Holy crap, 2,700 damage. Wowzers. 200% damage to buildings and walls. I gotcha. Man, I am dropping like frames horribly. My bit rate's all over the place too. Oh, Joel, you been out here popping cargo next to me? As I understand, it's not a limited. Well, actually, I take that back. It's not a flagship hull. Is what I was told. That it's not a flagship hull, but um, all right. So this is 3 and 4. So 3 is my sub decoy and 4 is my Triton. Did you get your Forsaken missions done, babe?
Yes.
Awesome. You don't mean AAB, do you, Joel? AAB and not AAP? B as in boy, not P as in Paul. Yeah, our Pollock, it's my fault this time. It's not. It's not your fault. It's definitely 100% my fault. It's my internet. My internet is like really screwed up. It's a terrible thing, man. Screwed up internet. I can't see my decoy. Here we go. Yeah, I thought the first time that you might have typed it wrong, but when you typed it a second time, I'm like, okay, well maybe he did mean AAP. I don't know who they are, but I do know AAB, and that's actually who I came here to see. Was AAB. They're friends of mine. Chase range. Sounds interesting. Well, I believe I've done all of this without taking any damage so far. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, they're definitely giving the game to the whales, that's for sure. But I don't know. I got to tell you, there's some people out there that's all they do is fleet versus fleet. They can be just as annoying. You know, I know it's, um, you know, there's just not any kind of sport in, you know, uh, using subs to kill a baser. There's not really any skill in it. I had that happen to me today. I didn't enjoy it. That's, you know, I don't know. I think everybody's worrying about somebody else taking the game away from them, and they're like, just take it away from somebody else first. Is what it seems like it comes down to. Good night, son. Love you, buddy. Crap. I just realized I'm getting ready to surface. Alright. Looked like my Triton might have got scratched on that one. Yeah, I don't mind fleet versus fleet too, as long as it's a fair fight. You know, I don't mind fleet versus fleet. I don't like doing fleet versus fleet with my baser, unless I'm fighting another baser. But um, I don't know. But you know, you don't win this game by playing fair, I guess. Dang, how the heck's that thing been cheating me? Boy, I've been screwing up bad. Alright, so it's down to one mortar in there. That's just awesome, by the way. Makes me happy. Hey, thanks there, Guggen. Roundtable can be hot. It actually turned out really good. I mean, I kind of like it. They're a lot of fun when they turn out like that one did. It was like the perfect kind of show. It's exactly what we're going for, you know? Yeah, that one there turned out to be a pretty awesome show. Probably retreat out of here because I could use the res right now. I'm definitely going to need it by tomorrow. Yeah, they generally are a set time every week, but there's going to be some confusion, I think, coming forward because some of the members that are some of the people that have been on the round table from another group page started doing round tables as well. I guess for filling in on the weeks that we weren't doing one, and but we may actually end up competing. I don't know if they're ever going to if theirs is going to be the same time as ours, but you know, I know they wanted to partner up, but you know, our pages have different. I don't know. We have different expectations, I guess. All right, all right, all right. Or different. There's a word I'm trying to think of, and I can't think of it at the moment. No, ma'am. Oh, my battery's almost dead. Interests. We have different interests. And so, well, when they first came out, they were revenge raids. There was the first 6 were revenge raids, and all it was hitting cargo, just hitting salvage. Those were the first 6, and it seemed like the first one came out, and then I don't think we did one. I think we actually skipped a month or two. I couldn't exactly tell you. I know some of the people on the last roundtable said that they were like 3 months, but I don't think it was spread out quite that far. But I can't tell you with 100% certainty. But yeah, they generally are the same time. Kilted Pirate, you're Scotland, so it's Greenwich Mean Time, I assume. And the oh, my wife's got her mastodons out. They are. It's 6 o'clock my time. That's 3 p.m. Pacific, but that would make it 11 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time on Saturdays. Frustrating, really, that it's now like every or there's going to be 2 events a month now between the Forsaken Arena and see if I can avoid some torp fire here. Yeah, the very first raid prize was the HHA. Yeah, that's the orange one. And back then, we could actually change the color of our ships too, with the type of armor you put on it. If you put a specific kind of Drac armor on there, you could actually make them change colors. But we ended up losing that ability. Yeah, they change colors depending on the armor you put on them. That was pretty awesome, quite honestly. I think you can still do it like on the regular like Sea Scorpion. Well, not the regular one, the Forsaken one. The Sea Scorpion A was the original Sea Scorpion. But the Forsaken Sea Scorpion that came out, that one there, I think you can still change the color on it depending on what kind of Forsaken armor you put on there. Well, what kind of armor, not necessarily Forsaken, but the hammerheads used to be able to change color. But that was before they came out with their regular straight hammerhead. You know, my dog's dream barking, so y'all might hear my dog barking over here. All right, that's 165 down. I'll tell Draculette I said hello. Hey, Redbone. Welcome back. Well, I'm dropping frames like crazy. You know, my XSplit software that I'm using for broadcasting, I don't believe I can do local recording and broadcast simultaneous. And I don't know what that's going to be like also for my computer processor, you know, if it would affect my game at all. I know there's another software that I have for broadcasting that I believe will do it. It's called OBS, or Open Broadcast software. And I believe I have actually done recording and broadcasting on that simultaneous. And as long as I have this internet trouble, it might not be a bad idea for me to start doing that. That way I can at least upload a clean version of my stream to YouTube, and not this one here that's going to be all the missing frames. So I apologize for all the OBS is obsolete. Okay. Now, you're not supposed to be able to use subs as a spotter for Mastodons. I think it's limited to weapon type, so it's supposed to be surface weapons only. And from what I understand, you're not even supposed to be able to use the compound weapons. So you have like the Deluge and downpour missiles that they can be fired from underwater. Those actually would count as submerged type weapons, and so you're not supposed to be able to use those as for spotting either. Because that Deluge missile, I mean, you could get that range all the way up to like 100. I gotta see if I can get out of here far enough, or I'm gonna snipe that Torp Tower, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, Redbone, it's my internet connection. It's not you. I'm dropping frames like crazy. Even my pings to my gateway is really poor. That's for my internet service provider. So it's my actual internet connection that's the problem currently. These are Siege Torps, the Siege Torp Zeds. I don't know how good you can see my screen down here on the bottom right, but each one of them's got 7. They give the extra speed buff and a little bit more in the Assault Torp Bs, even though their range is a bit short. But I don't really need the range on here. I can snipe like crazy. I can take out these Torp towers if I wanted to. Somebody writing you, babe?
Yeah. But I'm trying to auto rank my boats,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm trying to do it with my MCXs. It's not working out too well being able to auto. They're taking damage, so somebody wrote me and it was just like, drive your sub closer, and I'm like, they're on auto. So if I want to rank them, I guess I need to drive this fleet. It's not working.
Hey, take care, Redbone. I'll go ahead and snipe this top Torp tower real quick. It'll save me the trouble of doing it later with my mortars. Yes, my Z-Torps are retroed. Oh, Redbone, it's Sunday, so I don't know. They reset tomorrow. I don't know if you want to get them tonight or if you want to just wait till tomorrow and get them. Now, yeah, Alliance points reset on Mondays. Yep. All right. Yeah, the updates are on Tuesdays. The point resets on Mondays. Dredges are also on Tuesdays. All right. There we go. This is old school, folks. This is old school. One day I'll graduate to the new school, but it's not today. Sometimes it's easier to just stick with what you know, you know? So I've been doing these DNXs, man, for on 65s for a really long time. Alright, maybe I go in there and cash in this res. I know I could do this a few times as far as the resources go, just to load up my my warehouses. Yeah, I know there's like a lot of new stuff out there. I got nuke cruisers and all that stuff. Everybody keeps telling me to use my nuke cruisers, but quite honestly, they need to be refit. My nukes do. I still have ballistic armor on them, and I need to get that off and replace it with the bait armor. Um, I actually meant to do that. Try to get started on that before I started my next Mastodon, but um, I don't know what to say. We'll see how it goes. 0904 Andrew, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. Not really happy with myself for waiting so long to do my Forsaken missions, but it is what it is. I guess this guy over here is getting ready to get hit. Yep. Yeah, it didn't really do much, did it? Cut off 2 mortars. That didn't work out quite so well, but didn't want to sacrifice my decoy for that. Well, when it comes to base hitting, Joel, the smart base hitters, they cherry pick. And either they have a fleet that can handle the base as it's designed, or they'll go get another one, or they just don't have one. So, or maybe they got somebody else coming. But really depends on the size, how much the attacker spends as to the likelihood of having an appropriate fleet for that particular base. But yeah, so I don't know, man. I think a lot of people gloat a little too early when it comes to base hits, and even gloat even inappropriately. I found out that the people who had requested the base hit from me today, they apparently it was somebody had overprepped it once upon a time, and apparently that's like the guy's big claim to fame. He's just apparently when he was like a level 59 or something like that, I failed, or I had overprepped his base, and apparently that was just made that guy's life, I guess. It's the best thing in the world that ever happened to him. I mean, as sad as that is. I don't remember the guy, but it's easy to believe that I may have blundered a base hit. I do it quite regularly. Alright, so that's 2 of them. Okay, let's get rid of that guy. Get that res, babe.
Yo, working on it.
Yeah, if the guy would have said I failed on his base, I would have believed it, but he said I overprepped, which, I mean, obviously that can happen too, so. I don't know. I think a little people get a little overboard, man. Gloat really premature, inappropriate, get obnoxious, that kind of thing. But I guess that's par for the course when it comes to battle pirates. Yeah, and I've done that. I've done that. I've done that. I usually do that once a week. Where I'll die before I reach 50%. Usually it's like my 3rd or 4th base with the same fleet, but I've done it. Um, Yeah, quite honestly, a 50 cal. Um, I mean, every edge you can give yourself, you need. Quite honestly, you need everything you can get. So yeah, I would definitely go for as much reload as you can get. So R5 away, man. Hmm. A lot going on over there, isn't it? Oh, Extreme, did you find out what your internet bandwidth is? What your upstream internet bandwidth is? Yeah, well, yeah, you could do the web speed test at speedtest.net, and that'll tell you. I guess if you're getting bandwidth through your school, I don't know if you live in a dorm or if you're actually going through an internet service provider, but um, so I don't know where you're getting your internet from, but usually uh, if you're paying for it, they tell you what you're paying for. Yeah, I don't know what's going on down there, but they're busy. Yeah, my res is piling up. That's a good thing. Let me cash in my RGs real quick. There's like a couple of fights going on over there. What did I do? 3 of them so far? I don't know. My dog is snoring away. You alright?
Yeah, I'll fall asleep. I gotta go to bed.
Yeah. Kixeye. Playing through Kixeye. I usually try to play through Kixeye, particularly when I'm streaming. And I try turning off my Facebook altogether. It's just all the annoying beeps and stuff you get from Facebook, you know, and then all the ad refreshes and all that kind of stuff. I try to minimize the stress on my connection. I'm kind of kicking butt tonight, man. That's funny. I saw a YouTube video like that Kilted Pirate. I saw a YouTube video like that. Yeah, usually extreme. I'll play through Facebook, like if I'm not streaming. But if I'm streaming, I always try to play through Kixeye. It seems like there's always people trying to get a hold of me. But this is I come on here and people can't generally talk to me at all. So kind of helps with the playing, you know. That is a bit of a challenge doing all the little maneuvering there, but it can be done. I'm completely used to my decoy being in slot number 3, so a lot of people will try to recommend spots for you, but it's just spots that's good for them. If 3 is what you're used to and what you're good with, put it in 3. I try to keep my Triton inside the little green circle for the DNXs. That way I can get the countermeasures to sort of kind of work together a little bit. And, the DNXs will cover my Triton a little bit better that way. That's really was what my intent is. Oh, okay. Um, yeah, sorry. Yeah, maybe I should do. I need to do a show for. Maybe I should do a show talking about that bandwidth and all that stuff. Okay. Works for me. I think that was 3. Maybe it was 4. I don't know. I don't know what it was. Yeah, 2-7. So I think that was 3. So I got bypass chain gun 1 and 2. All right, give me just a second. I'm just going to step away real quick. I need to use the little boy's room. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Well, the 193 megabit for upload, because when you drop frames, that would be the reason why you would be dropping frames, is because your bandwidth upstream can't really support HD upstream. You can't. It doesn't support an upstream HD broadcast. Mine is I pay for 5, but I usually get about 6 megabit on my upstream. My downstream I think is about 50 or 60. Thank you. So my wife's hooking me up. Thank you. Yeah, an HD broadcast usually takes about a minimum of 2 meg, and which usually is not an issue for me, but the issue for me is not bandwidth. It's just that the connection between here and my service provider is just, it's poor. For whatever reason, it's bad. They don't know why it's bad. I have a plan, something that I might do on my own, which I think I'm going to extend a Cat 5 cable drop out to my garage, because that's closer to my ground block for my house. And I might just put my cable modem in my garage. But right now, with it being over here, the outlet is ran all the way around my house, on the outside of my house. So it's got a lot of bends in it, 90-degree bends and stuff. That is quite possibly a factor with my internet service, I think. Even though I've got a brand new line, I've had to put in twice. But it just seems like, I'm kind of struggling, quite honestly, to figure it out on my own, because they keep sending contractors out here who don't know how to troubleshoot cable. I can only imagine what the regular customers are dealing with. I mean, if it's that bad for me. And That's got to be that bad or worse for them. So. Hey Sharks. Yeah, I sure will. I usually try to stream all of my gameplay. I don't always do it because a lot of it's just so. When I go out and I do base hittings, I have a. I'm really not that talented in the way of base hitting because I just don't do it often enough. The big coiners, they can hit bases all day, every day. I basically get one opportunity a week, and that's Mondays. And and that really is dependent on whether I get hit right away. Because if my base is hit right away, and I got to repair my guard, I'm not going to pop my bubble. And so then I don't hit bases, that week. It's very rare that I will hit a base on any other day other than Monday. And it's very, very rare. So I just don't have the practical experience. And quite honestly, I'd quite possibly embarrass myself. I just don't have a lot of the big boats that a lot of people have, and I just don't have the practice, that they get. So, in comparison, there is no comparison between me and a heavy coiner, the way I play. But yeah, I do plan on streaming. I generally tend to, so far since I started streaming, I've streamed every raid. So if you go on my page or just type in the name of one of the events and Price is Wrong, you'll see my entire event. Yeah, I'm not a pro. I'm a theoretical player. I play by theory. A lot of the practical experience that I use for preaching, when I'm telling people how to do things is from watching YouTube videos. I still don't have a Wendigo in my base, for example. But knowing the range and all that stuff, being able to view the range on it, I can generally tell people what good placement is. I'm a pretty good tactician. It's just the practical experience is where I'm lacking. I've had people tell me that I'd probably be one of the most dangerous people on Battle Pirates. So if it wasn't for the money, but the money is a big deal in this game. Well, I appreciate that. I don't know. People tell me that from time to time, but it's kind of really hard to believe it sometimes. you know, um, I still get nervous in a base hit, just like most of you guys do, I'm sure. It's just because I just don't do it all the time. And even when I'm doing this right here, a lot of times I screw up on these. The very first one, because I got to get warm all over again. And so yeah, I'm not elite. I'm not an elite player. Elite is a whale. An elite player is a whale that plays all the time and knows what they're doing. I kind of know what I'm doing. It's just you know, a lot of my plans, the game's like completely changed before I can implement any kind of plans, like in base defense or a base attack fleet or whatever, you know. Now, yeah, Extreme. As far as your data package goes, yeah, it's not your Ethernet cable. You just need to have better than 2 meg upstream. I mean, if you can get a 3 or 5, would be better. 2 meg is just not enough. If you're getting 1.7, then you're probably only paying for 1.5, because they generally try to give you a little bit better than what you're paying for. That way they've got room for error, you know. You're not calling in saying, hey, I'm not getting what I'm paying for. $11:15. And it's a work night. I gotta go to work in the morning. Boo. Yeah, I gotta figure out how I'm going to extend an Ethernet cable from my office to my garage. It's really not that far, because right on the other side of the wall, right here, I just don't want to put holes and punch up my house, you know, mess my house all up. You know, I want to keep my house looking good. I really do apologize, everybody, for the bad video. I can't believe that this has been going on for as long as it has. You know, 2 months, coming up on 2.5 months is just insane. I mean, it's like in the last 2 months, I think I've had more bad streams than good streams, so it's just really annoying. I'm amazed I can play, quite honestly, with my connectivity being as poor as it is right now. But it seems like my play is almost unaffected, you know, other than like when I was in my base trying to start that one retrofit research. It was giving me some trouble. There was quite a bit of latency there. All right, here come the mortars. All right, got that one down to 1 mortar. That's what I'm talking about. Is the air good? Yeah, the air looks good. Go ahead and target that bad boy right there. I'm in, yeah, 424. I think 50 cal is right. I think 50 cal is right. I think 424 is the sector I'm in. I've never been in this sector before. It's a first for me in this sector. I don't think I've ever been in this sector before anyway. So Epsilon. Epsilon is the world that I'm in. I like to change it up, you know. I don't know, it just seems like sometimes when I stay in one place too long, I'll get hit by the same people over and over and over again. It's like, you know, they're so full of themselves to the point where they took me down that they just want to keep doing it. I'll go ahead and kill that 75 for him. Do I have any campaign holes? I have. I've never actually built any. I've won a few. Matter of fact, I'll show you real quick. So limited. So of course, well, I do have. Well, the ECM's not a campaign hole. Greta, I just have one Greta. Never built it. I have one Harlock Triton. Never built it. Spader DNX, I have 2. Haven't built any. Zoe Stingray, I have 2. Visago Interceptor, I've got 2. None of these I've built. I haven't built any of these. And that's it. That's all of the, those are the 5 campaigns holes, right? Oh, no, there's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What, am I missing one? I thought there was 6. Or maybe there is just the 5, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. There is just the 5. But yeah, I've won a few. I haven't built any. Isn't there only 5 campaign holes? I can look at the campaigns here in a minute. Confirm, but I'm pretty sure there's only 5. Yeah, if you go on my page, I've done all of the campaigns. I've done all of them. Oh, crap. Want to take some torpedoes there. Yeah, my decoy's just going to take a quick hit, but it'll be alright. It'll live. Yay. Make one more and I'll be done. I don't know, sometimes I'm just amazed that it's like I just don't get ninja'd like everywhere, you know? Because it just seems like so often, I don't know, it's just, people see me, man, I'm like I'm getting gun shy. It's terrible. I'm like almost scared to launch from my base anymore. Just don't know who's going to be out there waiting to grab my fleet. I did one of them for free. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I did one of them for free. Obviously, it would have to be a hull that I have two of. But I know I was able to do one of them free. I was able to sub the whole thing. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just people have fun at this game different ways, and sadly, a lot of people's fun's at my expense. So that's just the fact of life. I've had somebody. I was outranking my Nashes, and I've had somebody ninja those with Phantom Nighthawks, and they sunk them. They lost, but I actually almost killed them. I got four of his Phantoms, and only one of them had just a little bit left on it. So he shouldn't have came nowhere near that close to losing his fleet to Nash's, because the Nash's Lightning Carriers are not any good at killing subs. Yeah, a gunboat would be nothing. You're right there. Hmm. Yeah, well, I actually did. I did one of them with my subs. There was one of them I was able to pretty much completely sub out. I can't remember which one it was. Well, it seemed like at some point my dropped frames really slowed down. I don't think they're incrementing at the moment. So at some point it seems like my connection kind of cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, because I'm at 55,712 drop frames currently, and seems to be staying there. I got to tell you, I love being able to do that. Just kill 4 boats on each side, and just going under one time. I just love being able to do that and be that fast and pack that much of a punch. It's makes me feel like I got a really strong fleet. You know, it's funny. As a year ago, I was actually a really good base hitter. I was quite good about a year ago. You know, before all of the overpowered stuff started coming out, and the game for me was a lot more fun back then. I mean, because you know, between I have like a couple of MCX fleets, a couple of DNX fleets, and I did pretty well. And but you know, back then the game was a lot cheaper. I mean, it's just gotten out of control this last year. It's gotten really, really ridiculous. Wow, not bad. I'm only up to like 4 hours worth of damage. Oh, Twitch crashed. I have dropped a few more frames. I'm at 55,930 right now. Yeah, and a lot of the buffering, you can actually, if you right click on the Twitch screen, and then there's like, I know there's one on there for statistics, like video statistics and all that. It'll tell you about like how many drop frames you're seeing. It'll tell you the bandwidth, frames per second, all that good stuff. So you can get a lot of information there. But the stream, because I'm streaming in HD, not only am I sending it at 2 meg, you should also be seeing it 2 meg. And if your internet can't handle 2 meg to see it in HD, then you're going to see buffering. Now on mobile devices, you know, it's kind of hit and miss. You know, you can be roaming around and oh, you're on your phone. Yeah, you know, I don't really know that much about cell phones, but I do know just from watching my phone.